in this. God, cause I'm confident. God, cause I'm passionate. God is cause my soul is lit.
What's up, my family, my people, my tribe? I'm Angelina Lanae. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be speaking about the number 1111. This is my first video, so yeah, I'm super excited to share today about my experience with the number 1111 and how I got to where I'm at today with the relationship I have with the number 1111. So let's get into it. Yeah, tap in. So let's just start it off this way. When I first started seeing the number 1111, I was spooked. I know it sounds weird, but I was at the time a very religious person, and today I'm very into spirituality and to my own individual path, and I let the spirituality stick to me that works for me. And I'm always discovering new things, always discovering different things that I like and things that works for me, tools of spirituality, different systems. But I wanted to share 1111 today because there's just like a lot of people that asks me about it, or they tell me they see numbers. Sometimes I ask them, do they see numbers when I see people getting into spirituality, or people that's into spirituality, I ask them about the numbers. And when I begin to go onto my path of individuality and wanting to manifest my desires, I was working at a job. I was working for this printing company, and I was ready to leave. I was ready to make my own money. I've always known in my heart that I was an entrepreneur and that I was going to go onto a path of creating things and making money from those things, but things with a purpose, not just anything, but creative things. I didn't know at the time that I was going to be a designer. I didn't know I was going to own a clothing company, but that's the reality today, and it's going on 4 years in March. So I'm looking forward to the new things that I'm going to be creating. And right now I've been seeing the number 1111, and I've been having a desire to do something different. So I decided to do my first video sharing the insight on the number 1111. And yeah, so I was working at a printing company. I was a manager, and that was cool. You know, I was getting some good skills, but I just had this burning desire inside to create and to make my own money and to just live my own life. I'm outside right now, so it's just some sounds, but hopefully you guys can hear me. So I started seeing the number 1111 everywhere. I started seeing it on clocks. I started seeing it on receipts. I started seeing it on license plates. I just started seeing this number a lot. It's like every time I looked at the clock, it was 1111. That was weird to me, because I'm just like, I feel like God is talking to me. I feel like the universe wants to tell me something. So after I saw it a couple times, maybe a couple weeks, I was kind of like, yeah, I need to find out. Like, I need to ask. So at the time I was going to church, and my pastor was a woman. I don't, even though that don't matter if it's a man or a woman, but she was a woman. And I asked her, I was like, I've been seeing the number 1111 a lot, and I don't know what it means, because I was looking up the information and I wasn't finding much of that information in religion or in Christianity at that time. I don't know what people find now, but this is what was going on with me. I wasn't finding the information. And then the information I was finding, it was going to like Bible verses that wasn't relating to what I was going through, how I was feeling. So, but I was finding information outside of my religion. And like I said, I was really religious. So I was told, oh, if you get this information outside of that, it's demonic, or, you know, it's not good. It's not coming from God, the source. You should get it from your God or whatever. So I didn't look. I just kind of threw that out the way. I didn't even receive that information. So I just went to my pastor with it, and I was just like telling her, oh, I'm seeing this number 1111, and she gave me an explanation. It was a good one at the time, like it made sense to me. And she was just like, just to share, she was just like, well, 12, you're saying 1111 because 12 is the start of a new day, and 11 comes right before 12, so that means you're about to start something new. And well, that information was right. I was about to start something new, and there was obstacles ahead for me to go into the path of leaving this job. And I noticed that 1111 comes around when I'm about to learn something new, when I'm about to get new insight, when I have this deep burning desire to go into a path of creating something new, or just something new coming into my life. I see 1111 consistently, back to back, over and over. And maybe you are saying 1111 too. And you shouldn't be scared. You know, it's going to be around you. It's like the universe is speaking to you in numbers. And 1111 is the door. It's the door to higher understanding and deeper insight on your own path. It's an individual number. It embodies the number 1. Me, as a life path number 1, I have a little idea and experience with dealing with the number 1. And 1 is the number of initiation. It's the number that allows you to begin onto your creative path. It's the masculine number. Some people call it the masculine number and 2 the feminine number, but all numbers have both energies within them. But just to say, the number 1 is the number of initiation, the leader, the first step, beginning to have that first thought of beginning your manifestation process. So when you see, you may see 1111, you may see 111. These are all different meanings, but they come in triples a lot of the times. And that's just magnifying the energy of that number, magnifying that vibration. So I saw the number. Either way, let's go. I saw the number, and after she told me that explanation, I was like, okay, yeah, that's good. I know what it means now. I'm not going to see it anymore. But it wasn't true. I started seeing it. I kept seeing it. It never went away. So I was just like, you know, I'm going to start looking for this information myself. And I'm going to go outside of the box of what I was taught, my religion. And I'm going to find that information and find out why I keep seeing this number. And I did. And I left that job. And that was my first step towards going down the path of manifesting my desire. And obstacles comes with your desires. Obstacles come with all of it. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It's there to sharpen you, to test you, to show you that nothing is easy and everything requires hard work. But once you overcome that thing and you realize the manifestation process is real and you're able to be aware of it, now you're able to see how to manifest a lot of the things you desire. And most of the time when you see 1111, it is the beginning. It's almost like this energy, this universal energy is welcoming you to begin the process of manifesting your desires. To tell you that you are now gaining insight and information on how to reach that goal. And that you have spiritual beings and your ancestors and your own higher self speaking to you, saying, let's do it, let's go, let's be on our path, let's manifest our destiny. Let's try something new. Let's do that desire that you feel inside, that flame that you have. And this number also gave me the ability to go into astrology, learn more about astrology, learn more about numerology, learn more about all these different energies that help me understand who I am. It helped me create what I'm creating today. That's music, that's fashion, that's collaborating and networking with some amazing people in my city and even outside of my city. And I know that I'm going to expand and see more and do more as long as I continue to give trust into myself and trust into the universe And the number 1111 is a powerful number. Like, a lot of people begin to see this number when they start doing new things, when they start trying new things, when they're ready for a new beginning. And new beginnings comes with obstacles. New beginnings come with pain. New beginnings come with confusion. But it's just like being new into something you've never experienced before. Of course you're not going to know it. It's just like a game. Of course you're not going to know the obstacle, know the field you're going into. But you have all this spiritual protection. You have this powerful energy with you, 1111. And I'd like to share more with you guys about that deep insight, the deep insight on my transition out of religion, Christianity, which I was born and raised. And now I'm on a spiritual path, my own individual path of things that I put together, that I've accepted from different forms of spirituality, different things that I see in my life works for me. It's good to be able to do that, to choose your own spiritual path, and not knocking any religion or any, if it works for you, it works for you, but it didn't work for me up until the point of my life that I was ready to reach great places and to do new things. It didn't work for me. I started to question my environment. I started to question the information, and I stopped questioning myself. And I started questioning the information I was given from the people around me, because there were things I wanted to do in life that was not happening. And I was giving my all, and I was putting in my all in what I was involved in. And I wasn't getting what I wanted from it. And I couldn't understand that. So I followed the path. I followed the signs. And from 1111, I started seeing more numbers. 1111, 111, 222. Not all in this order, but I seen them all. 1111 all the way up to 1212. And they still are around. I still see them. And I understand them a lot more than I did before. Just by researching, and then after researching, because you only can research so much. You only can hear somebody else understanding of it so much until you make your own personal relationship with the numbers and understand why you see them at certain times in your life. You'll see them on a positive scale, and you're going to see them on a negative scale, depending on what's going on in your life. But they are there to speak to you, to give you signs, and to be your guide. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions below, just go ahead and comment, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to be sharing a lot more of these videos and becoming a lot more aware of what I want to share in my life, and a lot more aware of what you guys want to hear from my experiences and my journey with all of the different numbers and my fashion. Like right now I'm wearing one of my goddess headbands I created. It's African and American style, and it's just so cultural and so different, all handmade with the African Ankara fabric and fur. So this is one of my winter designs. I also have some other designs I want to share, and one of them is my 1111 hat. And I made this hat because this number is worthy. It's a worthy number, and it's in my life, and I want it to be in my fashion because my fashion is spiritual and it's very flashy and dope. Here's another one, the time hat. And I'll share my experience with time as well, and how the number 333 manifested in my life when I began to create 333. This number manifested in my life when I began to create, and I just want to represent these things in fashion and represent these things in real life, and let them be a great statement for many people that see these things and know that it's normal. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day and peace.